There she goes.
Now then, should be some aftershave in here somewhere. Ah, yes. Old Spice. Bom, 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 bom. Wonder how much Carl Orff trousered in royalties for that. Oh, ow! Oh, thank God we didn't drink this, Elgar. Because it was a close call, wasn't it? The day David Hare got his knighthood.
Yes, it's all right, it's me. Beardless, but still the same old daddy.
Ed Reardon's Week by Christopher Douglas and Andrew Nickolls. Episode 3, Undercover.
Monday. In every writer's career there comes a moment when the buffeting vicissitudes of fate compel him to forsake words for action. Just like... who was the one who took up boxing? Hemingway, was it? Got a funny feeling it was Truman Capote. Anyway, check that later. Ed Reardon, too, finds himself on the brink of a great adventure as he sets aside the pen and takes up the sword. The Wilkinson sword, in my case. 10 disposables for £2.50, sensitive skin. As my mission, dangerous as it may prove to be, demands a whole new identity. Appropriately enough, it all began at an identity parade last week at Berkhamsted Police Station.
Mystery shopper. That's what you should do, Beardy, if you're strapped for cash or food.
Yes, Dave, perhaps we could talk about this later.
Could do with a new pair of trousers as well, by the look of things.
Please, Dave, we're not supposed to talk to each other.
Right, numbers 3 and 4 out of the lineup.
Oh, now look what you've done.
Sorry, Mr. Reardon. Maybe you could tell your friend, Mr. Wang.
He isn't my friend. He appeared in my episode of Tenko, that's
Yeah, he killed me off, the rotten sod.
And then we worked together on an episode of something else, BBC Two.
Yeah, and he got me fired off that.
You're right. You're not his friend, are you? But the episode I'm interested in is what may or may not have happened on the canal towpath in broad daylight on Monday afternoon, for which we need 6 late middle-aged men with furtive expressions on their faces.
Well, we fit the bill, especially him.
6 men who've never met before, certainly not on BBC Two.
Yeah, it's not fair on the rest of us in the lineup.
That's him, the one in the fishing hat. I wasn't sure at first, but now I've heard his voice.
Damn, that's the second stupid thing I've done this week.
Make him say, don't get many of these to the pound, do you?
No, look, you're all right, love. Don't worry, he's toast.
Oh.
Well, I take it from the unexpected resolution of the abomination on the towpath incident that none of us will now be getting our £10 attendance fee.
Correct.
Oh.
And now I've got a mountain of paperwork thanks to this.
Can we still use the subsidised canteen?
Go on, get out of my hair while I try and sort this lot out.
Why can't he keep his mouth? Of course, technically, you shouldn't have let us up here.
Well, technically, you should pay for my wagon wheel, because you just cost me £10 that I was counting on to buy food for the week.
You can have all the food you want if you're a mystery shopper.
Yeah, so you keep saying. I take it the acting work's dried up.
No, this is the same thing, really. Pretending to be something you're not. Free booze, too. I got a 2-litre bottle of cider when I was mystery shopping at Asda.
Really? And what exactly does being a mystery shopper involve? Not that I'm very interested, but I sense you're going to tell me anyway.
See, I work for this agency, Retail Satisfaction Horizons. The client, supermarket or the shop, hires us to go in incognito and report back on standards of service, politeness, quality of goods, whatever.
And how does this translate into free cider?
You get to keep your purchases and then the agency reimburses you for what you spent.
So you do have to hand over money first. I'm beginning to see flaws in this arrangement already.
Doesn't have to be shops. It's quality assessments on everything, Ed. This table isn't very clean, is it? And you could cut yourself on that coffee stirrer. A visit to A&E just waiting to happen, that is.
So you're working now?
Working all the time, Ed. 24/7. It's like being an MI5. Lonely life. You never know who you can trust. But worth it. I would never have got the goldfish otherwise.
Really?
Yeah, Charlie, yeah. I mean, right now, I'm monitoring this police canteen since it's been privatised.
Ah, I wondered why it said the copper's kettle on the napkins, and why the wagon wheels doubled in price.
You could be claiming that back, 78p straight into your pocket, if you're a mystery shopper.
Hard to believe, in the light of subsequent events, that I didn't take a great deal of notice of Dave Wang's suggestion. But there was a lot going on in my life at the time. Royal Ascot, followed by Wimbledon fortnight, always puts a strain on the writer's stamina, and had Test cricket not sold its soul to the Satan of satellite television, I doubt I would have had any time at all to devote to the task in hand, which was writing 3,000 words of crisp commentary for the audio guide to the Bletchley Park Cold War experience.
Oh, and
That is a lovely volley from Sharapova.
Ah, yes, we like her, don't we, Olga? No, not now.
Hi, it's Ping. Wondered how you were getting on with the Bletchley spy thingy. Dun dun dun. It's not a nag, it's just a gentle remindery type nudge. Oh, and Ed, some news about the fee. Hooray!
What? Minute. Hello, yes, Ping. Ping, sorry, I've only just walked in the door.
So you leave the telly on while you're out?
Yes, a burglar deterrent. It's day one of Wimbledon. I'm surprised you're not there.
I was, but I always lose interest after Tim gets knocked out.
Anyway, Ping, you said hooray in relation to the fee.
Yeah, I've got it up from £30 a hut to, wait for it, $32.50. But you've got to earn it. They want to make Hut 7 interactive. It's an interrogation experience. And they want multiple choice questions.
What, so if you answer incorrectly, you can be sent to a gulag experience?
No, it's the communist witch hunt hut. Are you now blah-de-blah, or have you ever been whatever?
Arthur Miller couldn't have put it better, Ping.
Was Arthur Miller the one who was, like, married to Madonna?
Yes, but it didn't last long. And, after that, she committed suicide.
What? Well, the agency's just done a deal on a book of children's stories. Anywho, they must have the Bletchley script by quarter-finals day. All right, sweetie. Bye. Bye-bye.
We shouldn't have answered that, should we, Olga? Better record the tie-break, I suppose. Ooh. Right. Hut 3, The Threat from the Russian Bear. If I put this in 16-point, it'll look as if I've written more. What's the matter with this mouse? What's the matter?
Your card's not going through.
Well, why isn't it?
Dunno. That's weird. See what the computer says.
Well, look, it's PC Planet, or whatever you call yourselves, who insisted I have this store card in the first place. Now you tell me it doesn't work. I could have given you cash.
OK, if you've got the cash, that's no problem.
No, I could have given you cash, but I didn't bring any because I got a store card.
Maybe the account's been frozen.
Well, why would it be?
Could have been a fraudulent attempt to use it.
Oh, yes, Osama bin Laden, probably. Trying to get free self-sealing envelopes. Amazing how these terrorist cells operate.
Ooh, tut-tut.
What?
Naughty, naughty.
Jason, I'm at least 30 years older than you.
Thought so. Your eyesight's terrible. The badge says Jonas.
Nevertheless, Jonas.
And you've got a county court judgment against you, it says here.
What? That was 5 years ago. And I paid the debt off.
Not according to this.
And I did a month of all-night shifts at the post office. I cut hedges for the council during the day. I ghosted Sian Lloyd's book of recipes for all weathers during my lunch break.
Oh, yeah. What's she like?
The devil incarnate.
I quite like her.
Joking.
What you should do is write to the Credit Reference Agency. Cost you £2. Can you manage that? Get your name taken off the list.
Right. In the meantime, can I have this new mouse?
No. And you can't have the Lara Croft mouse mat either.
Well, I didn't really want that. I mean, had there been a Mrs. Gaskell mouse mat or Iris Murdoch mat, I'd have had them instead.
Have you ever considered retraining? Because we're equal opportunities here. Disabled, senior citizens.
What are you talking about?
Yep, learning difficulties. We take them on too.
Oh, for heaven's sake! Ridiculous 12-year-old! There you are, Dave. Large whiskey and kettle chips.
You took your time.
Well, the barmaid was a little surly when I gave her a cheque. And she didn't seem to know how to work the optic.
See, you're getting the hang of mystery shopping already. I knew you would. You'd be a natural.
All right, then, just give me the number of this organisation and I'll take it from there.
You sure you want to do it? Changes your whole life, you know.
Yes, I've put up with cheek from infant Berkhamsted shop assistants for long enough. It's time somebody stood up for the silent majority.
Yeah, well, make sure you are silent. Don't say you know me at the job interview.
No, I'm not going to blow your cover, Dave. As far as I'm concerned, we're lone wolves, you and I.
That's my code name, you know, Lone Wolf. That's the name they ask for when they ring the phone at the hostel.
I fancy I might be the Grey Fox.
A word to the wise, Grey Fox.
You sure we're not being overheard?
Well, the way you tell it, you've had a run-in or been refused credit at every shop in town.
So?
So, Beardy, you need to change your appearance drastically.
So, that was how it happened, and Ed Reardon finds himself presenting his nobly naked chin to the world for the first time since we had a proper Labour government in 1979. No, don't lick the brush, Elgar, that's shaving cream. There's plenty of the real stuff in the house soon enough, or my name's not the Grey Fox. Should I have some cards printed up? No, that defeats the whole point of the exercise.
Pity, though.
If memory serves, 1979 was also the year of the ITV technicians' strike. This meant the script commission for General Hospital I'd been counting on was tragically cancelled, necessitating a unique foray into the employment market. The dismal interview for the job of writing humorous birthday messages at the Majestic Greeting Card Company was a memory that weighed heavily on my mind as I entered the premises of Retail Satisfaction Horizons, suited and booted, but not socked, thanks to Elgar regurgitating a mixture of badger brush and foam into my chest of drawers.
And what qualities do you think you bring to Retail Satisfaction Horizons, Mr. Reardon?
Well, I'd like to think I'm a happy-go-lucky kind of chap, go with the flow. There's no point in getting wound up about things, is there? You're a long time dead. No point in losing your temper, for heaven's sake. No, happy-go-lucky, that's me.
Yeah, as you said. Would you like me to open a window? You're looking a bit hot.
As you like, I'm easy. When do I start getting paid?
Well, let's see if you're suitable for the job first, shall we?
Right. Suitability. What qualifications do I have for going into a shop, buying something, and coming out again? Well, as you can see from the way I entered the room, I can walk. But obviously, it's your decision. I mean, I'm happy-go-lucky, so So, next question, please, Carol.
Do you have any alcohol problems?
Is that any of your business? No. Well, I'd be able to walk into the shop in a straight line.
Or a criminal record? I see there's a county judgment against you.
No, that was settled. Really, I'm getting just a little bored with answering that.
Well, we do have to ask you these questions, otherwise we'd be wasting our time.
Yes. Or looked at another way, I suppose I could be wasting mine.
Well, I'm afraid, Mr. Reardon...
43 minutes of my time, to be exact, since I came through your malfunctioning revolving door, sat in reception being completely ignored by Sandra at the desk, who was preoccupied with painting her nails magenta, and reading this week's Take a Break with its absolutely fascinating analysis of Sienna Miller's holiday plans.
Oh, where's she going?
Whitstable, apparently, on her own. But that's as much as I could glean. I was reading it upside down.
So, you keep your eyes open, Mr. Reardon?
Yes, and from the way you're putting the top on your Spamalot pen, I decipher this interview is over.
You're right, Ed, and you've got the job.
I have?
Welcome to Team Retail Satisfaction Horizons. Here's your information pack, and we'll be contacting you about your first assignment.
Thank you. Very handy plastic folder. Ooh, 3 jumbo paper clips. Well, it's all gravy so far.
There is just one thing.
I knew it. What?
We do ask all our gentlemen mystery shoppers to wear socks.
Wednesday. It's the waiting that's the hardest. Like a member of the Special Operations Executive standing by to be parachuted into occupied France, or in my case, the Hatfield Galleria, I was as nervous as a kitten, waiting for the balloon to go up. So rather than go mad speculating on what my mission might be and what might lie at the end of it, would it be electrical goods or just shampoo, I decided I needed the mental distraction of a morning's research for the script I was writing for the Cold War experience. As ever, the dear old London Library furnished me with what I needed to know on the subject of interrogation and torture. Then, it was but a few steps up to Jermyn Street to procure the regulation outfit for agents in the mystery shopping field. These are men's socks, are they? They look very thin.
These are the silks, sir, very sheer. And of course you can have them monogrammed or in your club colours.
Right. How much are they?
£75.
The pair? I suppose you have a 3 for 2 offer.
Oh, no, sir.
My club does.
What club is that?
Thresher's Premium Customer Gold Club. Look, you better show me something cotton-rich round about the £2 mark.
Ed, is that you?
Oh, hello, Felix.
This man isn't causing you any trouble, is he, Terry?
Oh, no, sir, nothing I can't handle. I had Mr. Snoop Dogg in earlier this week, wanting the initials on his handkerchiefs changed from when he was Mr. Snoop Doggy Dog.
Yes, I imagine that'll save confusion down at the crack den. So, Felix, which client will you be invoicing for this shopping trip?
No, the Quidnunks are playing at Wormsley. I can't turn up in these MCC braces. I'd be a laughingstock.
Not to mention a threat to aviation.
What about these, Felix? They're really cool.
Oh, for God's sake, girl. Have you gone mad? Those are for ordained bishops only. You're meant to be giving me a second opinion.
Sorry?
Hello, Ping. Don't suppose you have any money for me, do you?
Look, if you're
you're selling the big issue or something, you really should have a proper badge with your name on it and, like, I'm not going to stab you or whatever.
No, Ping, it's Ed Reardon.
Oh, my God. Oh, God, sorry. That's just totally weirded me out. Like you haven't got your beard on. What happened?
I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to tell you, Ping.
Oh, look what happens to your mouth when you speak. Oh. So, you doing any work on the Bletchley script, or are you just concentrating on, like, walking around frightening people?
He did something similar many years ago before you were born, Ping. Ed passed out on the barbecue at the office summer party. The smell of burnt beard hung around for months. Knightsbridge was in virtual darkness.
1979. Those were the days. Shame you're too stingy to have had a summer party since.
Oh, no, we have one every year.
Felix.
It's quite a big thing now. In fact, while we're here, I'll get a new straw hat.
Shut up, Felix.
I see. So, when's the next one?
I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to tell you that, Ed.
So in tonight's class, we're going to be looking at the world of espionage and the craft, please God, not the genre, of writing spy fiction. Nothing more pretentious than the unnecessary use of French, I find.
Pret-a-manger, that's French.
Yes, after a fashion.
So, did you enjoy your panini?
I'm sorry, what's panini?
The one you had at lunchtime. With the chocolate muffin at Pret-a-manger in the Galleria.
I've never been there.
Yes, you have. At 13:24 today.
And you spilt that smoothie deliberately, didn't you? To see if they'd wipe it up.
And what, were you all there?
No, but I was. I texted a photo of you to the girls.
We'd know that reaching anywhere. And the beard never hid it anyway. You thought it did, but it didn't.
You get unlimited imaging on my plan. As much as you like. Well, I wouldn't have wasted the picture on you otherwise.
I didn't see you there.
I'm too busy writing your report.
Yes, because I'm the new restaurant critic for Berkhamsted Living. Shame you didn't make yourself known to me, Stan. You could have been my companion and enjoyed whatever it was you had on the house.
Flapjack.
Well, there you are then.
Stop trying to change the subject. You can't fool us.
You're a mystery shopper, aren't you?
And we claim our £5
each.
So, cover blown on my very first assignment. Damn. The only consolation, apart from the panini and the muffin, and the smoothie, and the large cappuccino, and the bonus handful of mint imperials from the dish by the till, mint euros, I imagine we're obliged to call them now, was the discovery that each member of my writing class had also seen service as mystery shoppers, and were happy to pass on experience gained in the field.
Don't let them try and pay you in air travel vouchers.
Yes, I made that mistake.
Doesn't matter what you write in your report, you still have to eat that horrible aeroplane food.
I didn't see anything of Turin apart from the toilet for 2 days.
Oh dear. Not that I'm for a moment admitting my involvement in these clandestine activities, but which company were you working for?
I Shop Solutions, me.
Bunch of cowboys. They work out of a porter cabin and don't let you keep what you buy.
Have you ever come across Retail Satisfaction Horizons?
I don't think my face fitted there. They expected you to remember every tiny detail. Whether the assistant's fingernails were clean, did the music encourage you to shop? Well, if you've only gone in for a chat, it spoils it for you, having to write it up.
Well, it's a skill, like anything else. You can be juggling 8 mystery shopping jobs at once sometimes. Finding different ways of saying unhelpful, that stretches you.
That's the kind of writing you ought to be teaching. Something that helps us make a bit of money.
I rather hope that's what I was doing. If we could get back to tonight's subject, spy fiction...
Hang on. We were meant to start our break 4 minutes ago.
Why, you're not reporting on me, are you, Stan?
I might be, and it's tiger shark to you.
Friday. If 30 years as a professional writer has taught me anything, it's to follow the sensible maxim, trust nobody and watch your back. And the same applies to mystery shopping. When I sat down to compose my report, I knew I could write the pants off Stan, Pearl, Olive, and the whole damn lot of them. 4,000 words and a bottle of Jameson's later, I had Pret-a-manger pinned down, how did Eliot put it, like a patient etherized upon a table. For patient, read chocolate muffin, and for table, read table, but regularly wiped down.
You have email.
Ah, from Retail Satisfaction Horizons. My next assignment, Elgar. Oh. Not Pet World, I'm afraid. Very far from it. It's a switchback ride in this game. and my control at Retail Satisfaction Horizons seemed to assume that I had access to a car, possibly because on my application form I had light-heartedly suggested that I drove an Aston Martin DB7 with an ejector seat and bulletproof tyres. This jeu d'esprit now left me with the problem of finding my way to the giant new IKEA off junction 20 of the M25 without the benefit of a bus route.
Yes. Oh, hello, Dave. No, you can't call me that anymore. I shaved it off, as you suggested. Oh, you're doing IKEA too, are you? Oh. Yes, I was just wondering how to get there.
It's great, this, isn't it? Two guys out on the loose in the middle of the day, unattached.
Unsalaried as well, unfortunately. Still, I'm getting a ride in the front of a Toyota.
Move that bag of washing if it's in your way.
Oh, thank you. Normally I'm in the back of one of these, sitting on a polythene sheet, focusing on a sign saying £35 if you vomit.
Oh, she's nice. Oh, hey, we could be like those two buddies in that movie, driving around the wine country, trying to get laid.
What, you mean Some Like It Hot?
Nah, more recent than that, and we're not wearing women's clothes. Mind you, if they sent us off to do a mystery shop at Dorothy Perkins.
Still some beer in this.
Sideways, that was it. Did you see it?
No, I was going to. It was on at the Rex, but I arrived a little the worse for wear, so I got thrown out before I could take my seat.
Bit ironical, that, innit? Oh, there's a majestic wine warehouse over there. Shall we go in and trash the tasting table?
Maybe on the way back. Need to keep a clear head for this.
All right, then. Workaholic.
Why do you think they're sending us out as a pair?
Big store, innit? Big job for our company. Wouldn't be surprised if there's a few of our rivals sniffing around trying to get their hands on a mystery shopping contract.
Oh, you mean like those cowboys from iShop Solutions?
Oh, don't make me smile. They're a disgrace to the profession. Of course, if you pay peanuts, you get monkeys.
What do they pay, exactly?
Peanuts. And quavers, pork scratchings, meal deal vouchers, they're the kings of the junk food retail outlets. And they've got no business trying to muscle in on the IKEA market.
It's a dirty game, Dave.
No one pretended it was going to be easy. You come into this with your eyes open, grey fox.
Oh, we started, have we? Right. Notebook, pen, glasses, socks. Check.
There's one of the iShop mob. Spot him a mile off. He's not going to buy jelly beans from that machine.
The man monitoring the checkout.
Oh, don't let him know you've seen him. Right, we better split up. Meet you in Home Furnishings in 20 minutes.
Right. What do you have in mind?
Just a little fun and games at the expense of iShop Solutions. You'll find out soon enough. So, synchronised watches?
I'm afraid I had to sell mine after a setback over a radio play.
Well, ask one of the girls in yellow T-shirts. They're meant to help you. Oh, and if they don't, stick it in your report.
Well, I could check those wall clocks they seem to have everywhere, showing the time in London, Tokyo and Moscow.
Yeah, whatever.
Why do they do that, do you think? There's one in my local kebab shop, Athens, you could understand.
It's down to 18 minutes now, so stop talking and get moving.
After a by no means disagreeable quarter of an hour lying on a hingist to see if I'd be turfed off, which I wasn't, black mark there, I made my way to the rendezvous.
Right, let's just stroll over and look at that book of fabric swatches.
Oh, look, Dave, there's Jellybean Man pretending to look at curtain poles. Do you think he followed us?
He's playing right into our hands. Now, you take this.
What is it?
It's an Odin.
Yes, but what is it?
It's an all-purpose tool from the kitchen department. Peels potatoes, shells eggs, guts herring, and cuts the wire attaching this book of swatches to the counter.
Why would I do that?
So we can nick something under Jellybean's nose and then report his company for negligence. Now, get cracking while I distract Yellow T-shirt.
Couldn't I take something more useful, Dave? Like this Schnurgler, for example.
Come on, Ed, keep up.
It's quite a heavy book, Dave. Some of these fabrics are pure wool. Certainly got the adrenaline pumping, though.
Yeah, you did well. You sure Jellybean Man didn't see you?
Quite sure. He was on my blind side. I was in full view of the CCTV cameras, though.
Perfect.
Should we take it back now?
Let the dust settle for a bit. See if the Odin can cut through those meatballs in the canteen.
All right. Tuesday. I like to think Operation IKEA would have met with the approval of the great George Smiley himself, though he probably would have bought his own soft furnishings from Heels. After I returned the book of swatches to its rightful place, the mission was complete, with no harm done, except to iShop Solutions, of course. Their reputation as mystery shoppers would be in tatters once Dave Wang had made his anonymous call from a payphone at a service station on the M25. I was getting a bit of a taste for this and could hardly wait for my next assignment.
You probably know why we've called you in, Ed.
Some sort of pat on the back, I imagine, for the consistently high standard of my reports. Is there an award for mystery shoppers? Not that I believe in that kind of self-regarding asininity.
There was something incomplete about your last report.
Oh, did I leave out the weather again? Sorry, Carol.
You forgot to mention that you shoplifted a book of fabric swatches.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you now, or have you ever been, an associate of Dave Wang?
Who?
Maybe this will jog your memory.
What is it?
A TV remote control.
Oh, I thought you were going to put an electric shock through me or something. Couldn't I take something more useful, Dave? Like this snurglo, for example.
And that's also you on CCTV, cutting the wire on the book. And that's what lost us the IKEA mystery shopping contract, which has now gone to iShop Solutions.
But Dave Wang and I were trying to discredit them.
Is this the same Dave Wang who's the managing director of iShop Solutions?
What? But I thought he worked for you.
He did. But he left us to set up on his own. Which is what I suggest you do now, Ed, because you won't be working anymore for Retail Satisfaction Horizons. And we'd like your information pack returned, please, in its plastic folder.
No, all right. I'm afraid I used one of the jumbo paper clips to clear out the defrosting hole at the back of the fridge.
Oh, dear. Then you showed such promise.
Well, I guess it's the promising ones you have to watch most closely of all. So, farewell then, Grey Fox. Friday. So, I'd been taken for a stool pigeon and sold down the river by Dave Wang, double agent. My feelings towards him inevitably influenced the text I was writing for the audio guide at Bletchley Park, as Ping informed me that my material had been turned down on the grounds that its interrogation and torture scenes were too bloodthirsty to be suitable for a family day out. While she was trying to re-pitch it to the London dungeon, I was forced to consider other employment options.
Hello, Mr. Reardon. What can we do you for today?
Well, I was hoping there might be some identity parade work.
Well, there is actually. Got a bit of a crime epidemic on our hands.
Ah, good.
Well, it is and it isn't. There's a disgusting new craze sweeping through the home counties. Well, car parks anyway. Dogging.
Yeah. What's that, having a Rottweiler without a licence?
No, not quite. Trust me, you don't want to know.
Well, I'd better, so I can get into character.
It's a real shame we can't use you. It's your appearance, I'm afraid.
What's wrong with it?
Well, you just look too innocent. And that's no good to us. How long will it take you to grow the beard back? Heaven's sake.
Ed Reardon's Week starred Christopher Douglas, with Stephanie Cole, Eve Dallas, John Fortune, Sally Grace, Simon Greenall, Sally Hawkins, Matthew Holness, Geoffrey McGivern, Rita May, Paul Richard Biggin, and Geoffrey Whitehead. It was written by Christopher Douglas and Andrew Nickolls. The producer was Simon Nicholls. Ed Reardon's Week by Christopher Douglas and Andrew Nickolls. Episode 4, The Dig.
Now, what's this?
Have you found something, Ed?
I don't know. It's stuck in this lump of clay. If I just give it a tug...
Oh, careful. Shouldn't we sieve it? It could be Saxon.
No, I don't think so. It's a Snickers wrapper. If it was Saxon, it would almost certainly still have been called a marathon.
Really?
No.
Ed, it's that voice of yours. When you say stuff, it's like I believe everything you say.
Unfortunately, Tom, it's not a technique that works with credit card companies or the late payments department of British Gas. If it did, I wouldn't be out here miles from home, avoiding debt collectors hell-bent on taking my furniture and selling my cat on eBay.
Yeah, right.
No, that's the unvarnished truth, I'm afraid. Apart from the bit about the cat on eBay. They'll probably just throw him in the washing machine. You see, Tom, that's the life that awaits you as a writer. Adrift on a roiling sea of cruelty and ill use.
Unless you're, like, successful.
Indeed. Right. My turn with the wheelbarrow.
Are you sure, Ed? You've gone all red-faced just talking.
No. According to my doctor, exercise is good for me. You carry on scraping for verifiable Saxon snacks.
Now you've gone purple, like your trousers.
Yes, it's one of the lesser-known benefits of quadruple bypass surgery. I haven't been able to fit into these since the Sunday Times Young Novelist's photo shoot, 1976. Monday. I'm typing this with a gentler touch than usual, out of consideration for my fellow volunteer archaeologists, students, men without girlfriends and women of a certain age in ankle socks, who are slumbering in the school hall next door. The hall has been pressed into service as a temporary dormitory, for once performing a useful function instead of its usual one as a seminary of illiteracy, innumeracy and mixed infants' body piercing. The rescue dig on the site of the proposed Hemel Hempstead bypass would not normally have roused me into direct action, especially given my dubious record as an eco-warrior. But the offer of free board and lodging, as advertised in the classifieds of Berkhamsted Life magazine, was impossible to pass up, particularly in the light of news from my agent concerning the acute lack of demand for Ed Reardon's skills as a belle lettriste.
Ed, you know, if you hadn't turned down Pet Peeves 2, you'd have had work for the next 6 months and 420 quid in your pocket.
I was hardly in a position to write 60,000 words of rubbish about celebrity cats and dogs peeing. I just had a heart attack.
Tell me about it. I had a really bad cold, but it didn't stop me going to the Da Vinci Code party at the Louvre.
Well, obviously you've got a higher pain threshold than me. Look, is there really nothing at all out there?
What about that novel you were doing? The magical realist jobby?
Well, I'm still working on it, obviously.
Well, how far have you got?
Well, it's magical realist, isn't it? It's all about atmosphere. You don't deal in mere word count.
So, page 1, then.
Look, what I need from you, Ping, is an entree into real realism. The sort that might help me pay next month's mortgage, or last one's come to that.
Oh.
Yes, it's all very well you delicately covering your ears, but having to earn a living is a fact of life for some of us. Haven't you got an exploited Chinese cockle picker who wants his life story ghostwritten? Ought to be able to squeeze a few quid out of him.
Ed, that is just so cynical.
Ping, good news. Random House have agreed to go up to $1.5 million for Jay Goody's recipe book.
Whoa, get in.
So, start drawing up the contract, will you? Same agreement we had for the family who crossed the Adriatic in a paddling pool. Oh, hello, Reardon. On the scrounge again, are you?
No, Felix, I was just visiting my agents in the quaint Victorian hope that you might actually do some work on my behalf. I would remind you that you are, after all, my employees.
Yes, indeed we are. So, if I could respectfully suggest, Master, that what publishers in their stovepipe hats and mutton-chop whiskers are looking for these days is true life stories. History, biography...
Recipes.
Recipes, yes, but from real people.
Fiction's dead in the water.
Unlike our friends in the paddling pool.
Ha! Now, begging your indulgence, sir, would it be all right if I went off to the Connaught for me victuals?
Notwithstanding my agent's sheer thoroughgoing incompetence, I was able to find comfort once again in Berkhamsted Life, the cover of whose July edition showed the verge of the A41 alive in a riot of summer colour. The Hedgerow Jottings feature offered the sage advice, "Wear a smile always, the wise man says, for sunset means you've fewer days." Probably more to the point, the tiny print below this nostrum revealed the exciting information that the editors of the magazine were offering £15 for every similar homily published. Well, if I couldn't come up with something better than that always wearing a smile twaddle, I'd no business calling myself a writer. What's more, it'd be work I'd gone out and found for myself, so my agents could whistle for their £1.50 commission.
Find anything around your post hole yet, Ed?
No. Them as don't bother looking can't find, but them as looks, it the humankind, cheese rind, not Venetian blind. They're quite hard, these, when you actually try and do them.
Sorry, Ed, did you say something?
No, just doing a bit of work.
New novel?
Not really.
So what is it?
No, just something I'm crashing out for the money.
Oh, that's fine. You don't want to say too much at this stage. What did you call it last night? Creative marination?
I don't think I did. That's Thunderbirds, isn't it?
No, you did, when we were having the pot noodles.
No, must have got a bit light-headed, I expect. A bit too much MSG.
When I've got an idea right, which you'd probably think is crap and studenty like that one I told you about.
Oh, yes, that one.
Where Blair and Bush are evil aliens from the galaxy of Megalon.
Oh, yes, I remember.
Well, that's what I do. I just sit and let it percolate until I absolutely know it's ready to show to my mates and take to Edinburgh. Could be a total waste of time. Doesn't matter.
I do hope you're not talking about my dig.
Certainly not. Tom, show Professor Culver Brown the small finds tray. The fruits of our labour so far include several oyster shells, some interesting droppings, possibly sheep, but awaiting further forensic examination.
And there's a fascinating Snickers wrapper.
What? Excuse me. Dido Culver Brown?
I think we just escaped a bollocking there, Ed.
I think you're right. In my experience of academe, the sense of humour went out with the leather elbow patches.
No, as I said in my application for the extension, I'm convinced that this is a site of major importance, and, well, just as soon as we find something.
I'm sorry, I'm afraid the Saxons didn't design their communities to fit in with your road building budget. And now you're holding up my work. So until we're finished, everyone will just have to carry on driving through town, OK? Right, sorry about that.
No, not at all. Bureaucracy is the curse of our century. Life was so much simpler 1,000 years ago when the venerable Bede could take all day over an illuminated letter.
Bede was actually working 1,200 years ago, but yeah.
Little artistic licence.
No room for that around here, I'm afraid.
But this is the writer's trench. Ed Reardon's a novelist.
Really?
Yeah, and I want to write stuff too. Mainly skits at the moment, but I've also got long-term plans to direct.
What are you doing here, then?
I'm in my gap year.
No, not you, I meant Ed.
No, I'm not in my gap yet. I've had plenty of them, though. The 1992 to 94 gap, when my agents didn't get me any work at all. 1997, which I can't even remember.
But you do have an agent, so you have published books.
Yeah, 34 at the last count.
Wow.
Actually, that was the title of one of them. The spin-off from a children's Saturday morning TV show.
Yeah? Before my time.
And Professor Culver Brown's too, I imagine.
Dido's cool.
Why not? Saves time. As befits an emergency dig.
So, Ed, who is your agent?
Sunday. Fortunately, bailiffs, like volunteer diggers, don't work at weekends. This meant it was safe for me to pay a flying visit to my flat in order to pick up the post and feed the cat. Elgar, however, didn't seem in the least pleased to see me, possibly because he too had been eating out all week, courtesy of modern kebabs 2 doors down. And it seemed I was surplus not only to Elgar's requirements, but also to those of Berkhamsted Life. No cheque for the first 2 hedgerow jottings submitted, though I must admit that the second one about always washing your hands after visiting the lavatory was a bit of a rush job, and also, I fear, not original. Remuneration was at hand, though, in the form of my regular Sunday £10 note for blowing the jug at the lockkeeper's arms with the Bayou Boys.
Bloody hell, Ed, I thought you were going to blow your head off.
Yeah, what did they do in the hospital? Give you some other geezers out, as well as a bypass, like old Frankenstein.
No, just a few days of fresh air, regular aerobic exercise. I think, Cliff, you'll find Frankenstein was the doctor.
Well, air pressure like that, you can go out to the car park and blow my tyres up. Yeah. Why don't you do that, Ed? Give someone else a chance to get a note in.
I see, Jazz, so you complain when I'm ill, and you complain when I'm fit.
So what have you been doing that mud on your trousers?
Bit of aerobic nookie in the woods.
No, Ray, I've been working on an archaeological dig on the site of a new ring road. We're hoping to find evidence of a Saxon settlement.
Yeah, I made a film by Jas Milvain about an archaeological expedition.
Oh, yes, and what did they find?
Well, they found themselves, really. It was a sensitive rites of passage story.
Didn't they find the gates of hell as well?
Well, along the way, yes.
Yeah, wasn't there a Stone Age man with a monkey's head and a Nazi uniform?
I really don't remember.
And Raquel Welch in a fur bikini.
Oh, yeah. No, that was 1 million years BC.
Yeah, but
mine was a much earlier period, 1 billion.
So, going back into the mists of time, Jazz, what was your original point about archaeology?
Oh, it's very commercial at the moment.
It's your take on everything, isn't it, Jazz? How much is it worth? Well, this is in aid of something you won't have heard of, Jazz, the public interest.
You're looking for a fat lip, chum?
Yeah, all right.
Come on, then.
Right.
Oi, 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 stay in, put that forward for one.
Can you see out of those glasses, Ed? There's so much tape holding them together.
There's nothing worth looking at, Tom. No? Hello, what's this? Another oyster shell.
And you've got a sort of cut on your nose. Who gave you that?
What you have to expect as a writer, Tom. Fate never wounds more deep the generous heart than when a blockhead's insult points the dart. Or in this case, a rolled-up observer.
Is that quite original?
Well, Dr. Johnson did say more or less the same thing. Mind you, turn it round a bit, put in a couple of baits and do bees, and it could be a hedgerow jotting.
OK, I've had a rethink about my idea, right?
Oh, have you?
I've decided that Blair and Bush are both babies, yeah, only they're still in the womb, and they can only talk in this weird egg language.
Right.
But I can't work out whether they should be joined like Siamese twins, or whether one of them should be the main guy.
Or whether you should start again.
Oh, you think it's poo?
No. But this is late Tudor, I'd say. What could be mulberry seeds, look.
Oh, yeah.
The hero, Tom, is a tabula rasa onto whom the reader projects their own questions about what it means to be human. Find the hero figure's predicament and you're halfway there. Maybe slightly less than that if he's speaking in egg language.
Hang on, let me just write this down.
In my own work, for example... Whoops! KV, Tom, here comes the beak.
Is this a writing seminar?
No, we were just wondering if the laws of treasure trove applied to this piece of dung, or whether we could sell it to the highest bidder.
Well, technically, fecal material belongs to the landowner on whose property it was found, though if you detected traces of gold or silver in it, it counts as treasure trove and therefore, strictly speaking, is the property of the Crown. Unless, of course, you could establish an ancestral connection.
What if I could prove it came from a descendant of Mary Magdalene?
What?
Have you ever met Dan Brown, Ed?
No, I did think of suing him once, but would have meant putting a jacket and tie on. Not really my style.
You've got quite a lot of styles, haven't you, Ed? I googled you at the weekend on my BlackBerry.
Did you, by Jove? Was it enjoyable?
It was very instructive. You really have done 34 books. There was the Ladybird Book of Shoes, the Brands Hatch story, John Ketley's Big Book of Weather.
John Ketley was your hero figure in that, was he, Ed?
Well, that was already set in stone by the time they came to me.
So, Ed, I'd really like to pick your brains about your agent.
I suppose there are still some simple tribesfolk in the farthest flung corner of New Guinea who don't think they've got a best-selling book in them, but I rather doubt it. Professor Dido, it now seemed, belonged to the remainder of the Earth's population. I did my best to forewarn her that throwing in her lot with Felix Geoffrey Associates would subject her to the laws of diminishing returns. In my own case, diminishing lunches. Number of phone calls returned also diminished, and most importantly, the size of cheques. Diminished to a point invisible to the human eye. But Professor Dido persisted in her fond delusion that excavation 4 of possible Saxon settlement in Dacorum was sufficiently sexy to somehow tempt Felix out from behind his desk in Knightsbridge to a school canteen in the middle of nowhere. Such is the naivete of the would-be writer.
I absolutely love the title, and I forbid you to change a word of it. I say, these beans on toast are very, very good indeed.
Are you sure it's not too academic, Felix?
No, and let me lay my cards on the table. As soon as I saw your photo on the Cambridge University website, I knew I was dealing with a born communicator. Oh, fish fingers, too. You diggers certainly know how to live.
I mean, it's not really a book at the moment, just a report with a lot of diagrams.
You see, that's what's wrong with publishing at the moment. Not enough books with brains. It makes me terribly cross. And I don't think we should be thinking in terms of just one book. Ah, Ed, how was your pudding quest?
Successful. Have you got Dido to sign her life away yet?
No, just the vital organs.
When you say not just one book, Felix...
Well, look how well those Time Team tie-ins do for Channel 4.
That bunch of lightweight amateurs.
I know, but this would be your chance to put the proper academic point of view.
Possibly with a big photo of Dido on the front cover.
Well, if I'm in Hatchards, I know which one I'd buy.
The one with Tony Robinson on, me too.
Seriously?
No, of course not.
And you might feel you could branch out into other areas of study.
Why not? Ancient cookery, Stone Age gardening.
Hustling for work again, Reardon. Well, my dear Professor Culver-Brown, why don't you mull it over while I go and find, Ed, where is the little boy's room?
It's through there, and it's a very little boy's room, Felix, so just be careful if you don't want your droppings to be excavated in 1,000 years.
Ha!
I don't know about all this, Ed. I think I might need someone to hold my hand.
Just let me know when you'd like me to put the trowel down. Wednesday. Flattering though it is to be considered for the role of literary advisor to Professor Dido, and who knows what else, that attractive possibility remains in the future. For now, there is the distinctly 21st century problem of a gas bill with arrears stretching back to 1997. Time for a flying visit back to the flat to pursue creditors of my own. Am I speaking to the editor of the Hedgerow Jottings column? Oh, good, hello. You sound a bit like the person on the switchboard I was just talking to. Ah, really? You'll be telling me next you took this week's cover photo of sunrise over Waitrose car park. Ah, fairly early start for that, I imagine. Well, I suppose you'd have to with all the other jobs you've got to do. Anyway, cut to the chase. I've sent in, half a dozen now, Hedgerow Jottings. It's £15 per wise saw, so that's 90 quid. What shall I do, invoice or just come and pick up the cash? I mean, how do you want to do this? What do you mean? Well, you've no business touting for them if you're not going to use them. What do you mean, not quite right? What was wrong with when Jack Frost's breath do touch the leaf, the rook flies south to Tenerife? Well, all right, you can fly north from Tenerife. I mean, if you're just going to be pedantic about everything, for a start, you're going to have to pay a lot more than 15 quid. And if you want Chekhov, I suggest you set up your office in St. Petersburg rather than Berkhamsted. You might also consider treating writers with a modicum of... Hello? Gone. Oh, dear, Elgar. What to do?
You know what, Ed? I think I might just sell out and turn my Blair Bush idea into a Hollywood blockbuster.
Good idea. Mind you, you'll have to scrap like a tigress to keep the egg language.
Yeah, I want to preserve the integrity of the idea, but hey, I'm also thinking I wouldn't mind hitting pay dirt.
Well, we're all thinking that, Tom. Just a matter of balancing the convictions of the artist with the needs of the artisan.
I guess you've had to face that dilemma hundreds of times, Ed. What criteria do you apply?
Every man has his price, I suppose. I hope you won't be too disappointed when you find out what yours is, Tom. Oh.
What?
Nothing.
I'm thinking, what's wrong with trying to reach a wider audience?
Nothing whatsoever.
But I'm also thinking, actually, am I prepared to let publishers call the shots? What would you do, Ed?
Take the lunch and see if you can borrow a laptop from them. There's a 60-40 chance they'll forget they've given it to you. 70-30 if they're about to go away for the weekend. You can live quite well for a fortnight on the proceeds. Why are you laughing?
Anyway, Felix says he's got 2 publishers hot to trot.
I dimly remember he said that to me once, some time ago. William Caxton was one of them.
There'll be loads more sniffing around if we can find something big enough on this site to give the press a stiffy. He wants to go to the mattresses on a 3-book deal with a TV tie-in.
I'm finding it quite hard to follow some of this. I assume you've lapsed into Middle English.
Thing is, Ed, I don't know if I can trust Felix.
Well, don't forget, this is the man who secured a 6-figure advance for the Farters Dictionary, 1998's Christmas publishing sensation.
Oh, yeah. We had that in the loo at college.
He's handled so many Diana conspiracy theory books you could build a cathedral out of them, with a special crypt for the beatified one to lie in, along with her secret lovers, Osama bin Laden and Dr. Harold Shipman. Come to think of it, Felix did build a cathedral of sorts on the proceeds in Umbria, with 5 bedrooms and a pool.
It's what she would have wanted.
When you say if you can find something on this site, what exactly?
Well, any evidence of a prosperous Saxon settlement.
Where there's dung, there's brass. Actually, do you mind if I just jot that down?
Why?
No reason. Might be able to use it in a novel.
That's orders, please.
Should we have an absolutely bloody final one for the Icknield Way?
Yeah. No, well, I've got a bottle of malt back in the dorm.
You see, you're a born writer. Excuse me for a moment. Just visit the gents. Or the churls, as the sign quaintly puts it.
I'll phone us a cab.
Good thinking.
Bloody hell, Ed.
You're in there.
No, don't be ridiculous.
Listen, I'll put a rolled-up coat in your bed, make it look like it's occupied.
That's very kind of you, Tom, but I hardly think necessary.
And you can do the same for me if I cop off with Kylie from Strathclyde. There's a Durex machine just inside the door there.
I doubt that'll be necessary either.
Easy, Tiger.
Good night. Right. Mega pleasure, Diabolo. Nothing in corduroy, I see. Extreme comfort. That sounds good. 2, 3. There we are. All-nighter with Viagra gel, £3.20. Let's be on the safe side. Oh, damn. All I've got left is this treasure trove. Oh, what the hell. In for a sesterces, in for a denarius. 12 years old. This Glenmorangie's older than you, isn't it?
Not quite. I'm 28. How old are you?
Well, now.
Oh, better see who that is. It's Felix.
This time of night. He's never so much as called me after lunch before.
Well, he must have heard from the publishers in New York. Sorry, Ed, do you mind?
No, not at all. You go ahead.
No, I mean, do you mind leaving? It's kind of important businessy stuff.
Thursday. My fruitless wooing of Professor Dido left me with only an unused packet of prophylactics to my name, which I doubted had any resale value on the net, not even with the testimonial "one careful owner" attached. It was therefore imperative I kept my regular appointment teaching creative writing to my class at the University of the Third Age. At the end of it, I'd be £20 better off not to mention several small tubs of milk from the canteen, which I might be able to persuade Elgar was a treat if I took the lids bearing the legend UHT off first. Tonight we're going to be looking at the importance of research, because historical fiction is very commercial at the moment.
We know that, love. Turns out we're all descended from Jesus.
What, everybody?
Well, maybe not that lot in Watford.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm late to Mr. Reardon.
Olive.
You haven't missed much.
The bus had to go right round those roadworks up by Texaco.
The sooner they build that bypass, the better.
Actually, I'm lending a hand on the archaeological dig there.
Oh, it's you holding things up, is it?
Bet you haven't found anything.
How do you know that?
Because I was out there last week with my metal detector.
Stands quite the little, what's his name, Baldock.
Baldrick. Baldock's the other side of Letchworth. They've got a new bypass.
It generally turns some enough if it's there to be found. It might only be a supermarket trolley, but more often than not there's a pound coin left in the handle. It all adds up, enough to keep me in slippers so I don't damage the surface of the soil.
But you haven't come across anything older than a pound coin?
Well, not up there. I've got my heart set on an Egbert, seeing as it's meant to be a Saxon site.
What's an Egbert, exactly?
All rarer than hen's teeth is what it is.
Shouldn't you know that, if you're working there?
It's Saxon coinage. Even the silver ones are worth 600 quid or more. Find a gold Egbert, and you're looking at $3,000.
And then you wouldn't have to go around nicking little pots of milk from the canteen. I saw you.
Oh, Pearl, he wasn't, was he?
Do you want to sit down, love? You've gone a bit pale.
Stan, just what do these Egberts look like? Come on.
Bloody hell, mate. Who's the lucky lady?
Beg your pardon?
You got enough packets there to see to that hen party in the restaurant. How much does that lot cost you?
My last £20.
Well, you can't take it with you.
Ah. Another bloody Deutschmark.
Are we still running?
Yeah.
OK, I'll give you that again. So what happened next?
Well, things were getting just a little bit tense, to be honest, because we'd almost reached the end of our allotted time and the council ready to move the bulldozers in, and we still hadn't found anything.
But it turned out you'd been looking in the wrong place.
Indeed we had, Daisy. Perhaps we'd better let Tom here take up the story. He made the discovery.
Yes, I just happened to be in the local pub and was using one of the, shall we say, vending machines and got the coins in my change. 2 gold coins from the reign of King Egbert.
And the soil traces link them incontrovertibly to this site. So I think I'd better take them now, Tom.
Sure, Dido. Don't spend it all at once.
Yes, because I understand these mega rare coins are worth a cool £6,000 on the open market.
That would be an illegal market, and that's not why we're here.
No, and you've got a lot more digging to do. Because since the find, this area here has been designated an SSI, Site of Special Scientific Interest. Dido, do you think the person who put them in the vending machine could have been someone on the dig?
I can't believe anybody would have been that stupid or desperate.
So, the message going out to road builders from Hemel Hempstead today is follow Tom's lead and always take precautions. OK, Hanif, cut it there. Was that wink too big at the end?
No.
No? Great. Great stuff, guys.
Thanks. Are we finished, Daisy? Because Tom and I have got to go and do Channel 4 news now.
Yeah, if it's OK, we'll just go and get some excavation action. Can we use that old beardy guy for some digging shots?
Sure. Ed?
Yeah, what is it?
Can you just jump down into the latrine pit with your shovel?
Yes, by all means. Delighted. Friday, back at my desk, enjoying the sense of well-being that comes with a slightly lower blood pressure and a clean conscience, after turning down the chance to exploit the archaeological dig for personal gain, apart from a few essentials which came under the heading of Reardon's treasure trove, which states that if there's nobody about in the school kitchens, there's no reason not to fill a rucksack with whatever you can lay your hands on. Well, look at you. Didn't have you down as a cheese string man, Elgar. My newfound philosophical outlook was summed up in the pages of Berkhamsted Life, which offered the sage thought, let Tom Fool seek after fame and wealth, wise Tom's riches are home and health. Submitted by E. Reardon, who receives £15. Very welcome indeed. Hello.
Afternoon, Reardon. You out of bed yet? I hope so, because you're in demand.
You didn't give them my address, did you?
No, a new archaeological telly-series. Professor Dido from the University of... spunky young sidekick want you to write some saucy ad-libs for them.
Really?
I'm not exaggerating. I don't think I've seen sexual chemistry of this order since the days of Fanny and Johnny Craddock. In all seriousness, Ed, I'm terribly grateful to you for bringing Professor Dido to the agency.
Well, just remember you owe me, Felix.
I do. And you owe us as well.
What?
I was looking through the new copy of Berkhamsted Life and saw a frightfully good piece of yours. Was it hedgerow jotting?
But I only got £15 for that.
Oh, dear. So that makes our commission £1.50.
Right. Can I pay you in condoms?
Ed Reardon's Week starred Christopher Douglas with Stephanie Cole, David Cann, John Fortune, Simon Greenall, Sally Hawkins, Philip Jackson, Miranda Keeling, Rita May, Laura Solon, Mark Watson and Geoffrey Whitehead. It was written by Christopher Douglas and Andrew Nickolls. The producer was Simon Nicholls.